Well, first off, I want to thank the new subscribers. I've gotten 8 subscribers since I started this in 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. So I'm a little stoked. My goal is not to really get subscribers, but to just kind of pass on my passion about my plants. You can see I've lost a lot of plants and then gained a lot of different plants. Again, I managed to purge 80% of my plants. And then of course I went and got more Alocasia odoras. But I'm planning to sell some of those. I have a local business that's wanting to get into the houseplant business, so I'll probably end up helping them out and then just sell them pretty much close to wholesale price. Nonetheless, update. I did a lot of cleaning, redid the back. I kept the 2 monster plants. I kept the Peru, the small Edisoni, and then I got my propagation going, and then I got my Sable Blue going. But thank you though. I want to thank all the new subscribers, the good criticism, even the bad ones. The bad ones did get me down for a little bit, but ultimately I need to get back into a rhythm of making videos once a week, twice a week, or whatever. Just get into a routine of doing it. Today's focus is on the Burle Marx Variegated. This plant is this is a low variegation. I'll bring it close up in a little bit, but for now we'll talk about the plant. This plant doesn't really establish or grow well. It takes a long time to establish, and then once it establishes itself, it will just grow crazy. So you gotta have patience. I've had this plant like this for good 4 months now, and it's grown like 2 small leaves. And don't be disappointed if it doesn't get variegation. This plant has a tendency to not get variegation. It's weird. You'll get variegation on one plant, and then you'll get no variegation on another. So yeah, if you can see, this is a decent whatever variegation, and then these 2 has no variegation, and then the 2 new leaves literally have no variegation. And I've confirmed with friends and YouTubers that this plant does not variegate very well. So prepare to be disappointed if you're getting a Burle Marx Variegated one. It's kind of pretty cool. In my opinion, it's a cheap version of Jose Bruno. It's and the other one, the Parasita Verde. So if you can't afford the other ones, this is a similar plant that will kind of take its place for the time being. So my soil is basic: perlites, cocoa chunks, and what else? Leica. When I get the opportunity to use Leica, and I keep it really basic. And the 4 orchid bark, or any bark will do. Some of them are pretty, big chunks. They're not always the small, perfect size. So it should drain well, all my plants. And so once you water it, it'll soak up whatever water it needs. The soil, the perlites, your chunks. The soil will soak whatever it needs, and after that it should just run like you're peeing. So it should drain super well. Again, while we're watching it drain, I want to thank you for the new subscribers. Thank you for the criticism, be it bad or good. It encourages me to do better. I know there's a lot of things I need to work on editing, introduction. I'm really bad at introduction, and so I don't know. I don't feel the need to have an introduction, but I guess to be professional, everybody has an introduction. So yeah, within a minute, it drained, I want to say 80% of the water. It retained 20% of the water. The only problem with your soil draining really well, it's great for the plant, but the drawback is you have to water it more often. So you can't leave this 7 days in a warm climate and not water it. It will just dry up. So that's the thing with the rainforest, right? It rains all the time, but it drains all the time. So it's hot and it drains, it rains and drains. So keep that in mind. So I do water mine every 3 days or so, and I do keep it in. Once it drains, I move it into these little dishes. This is awesome. I got these dishes for like 40 cents. I mean, it's gonna be more where you're at. I got a good deal on them, but these little dishes are 40 cents. I usually water all mine on a clear cylinder to collect the water. And this will go to reuse on my bigger plants. So yeah, these little dishes are pretty cool. I like these little dishes, and yeah, you want it to drain well. And I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this plant. I've had a couple times I kind of want to get rid of it because it grows bushy. It doesn't grow viney, and so it's gonna get bushy. I think I may just keep this around for a little bit. I got a heater in the back. If you're wondering why I'm keep reaching the back, I got a heater back here. But we'll see how long I'll keep this plant. This is your Burle Marx Variegated, and it is trying to establish its roots. And it's gonna have a bunch of growth points. As you can see, there's already I might have already hurt one. So yeah, it just has a bunch of little growth points, and it's gonna be bushy. So there's at least 1, 2, 3 growth points that I know of, and so far this is the best variegated leaf there is. This is pretty common now, or not pretty common. It's not a plant you get in your big box store, but it's readily available enough that it's affordable. I paid $25 for this plant. Be it too much or be it a good price, I don't know. I see better variegations going for $75 for the same size of plant, and then $40 for the same one. So I think I got a good deal for $25. And again, this plant it's not 100% variegated. Your leaves aren't gonna not every leaf is gonna be variegated. So don't think that it's reverting. It's just that's how this plant grows. You get so many plants that it's not every one of them is going to be variegated. Well, thank you to all the new subscribers. I don't like my videos to be long, so chunky soil, drain well, water 3 times or every 3 days. Get a lot of indirect sun. Thank you.